Hello guys, welcome to Supreme Traders. So in this video we are going to be introducing you into technical analysis. Firstly, what is technical analysis? It is the study of how price is behaving in order to determine the probabilities of future movements. So guys, in order to determine the movements that are going to happen in the future, whether the market is going to buy or is going to sell, you have to know technical analysis, which is what we're going to cover in this video. So without any delay, we're gonna be going into the importance of technical analysis. Number one, it helps us determine where to enter your markets. You basically need to know where you're actually going to buy and where you're actually going to sell for that particular market. And it also helps us to know when to get out of the markets. You know you're going to take your trade, but later you have to exit that market. So technical analysis is going to guide you where to enter the trade and when to exit the trade. So guys, forex traders who use price action tend to believe that price patterns tend to repeat themselves in the future, which is the reason they actually have to look at the past movements so as to predict the future movements. So forex traders who use technical analysis based on the previous behavior of the price. As a forex trader, you need to be familiar with the techniques that are actually used in technical analysis. So we're going to cover these techniques. You've got two types. You've got price action and you've got technical tools. What is price action? Price action is actually studying the past price movements so as to identify any clues where the market could move to. So you actually have to look at the past movements of the price so as to identify the future movements, so as to predict the future movements of the price, and we call that price action. So guys, in the upcoming videos you're going to cover price action in detail, but for now you just need to know that includes the drawing of lines on your chart so as to predict the future movements, and also the use of chart patterns which predict where price might be headed on to next. So guys, the second technique is the use of technical tools, which is actually using statistical tools so as to know where to buy and where to sell. We are also going to cover this in detail in the upcoming videos. And guys, you also need to know the objectives of technical analysis. Number one, obviously the first objective is to make profits out of the market by just observing the market patterns, which is using technical analysis. Then number two, the other objective of using technical analysis is that we should know where to buy, where to sell, and where to exit our trades, which is objective number two. And the objective number three, it includes psychological trading, which is it actually reduces the influence of emotions into trading. We're also going to cover this in detail in the next upcoming videos. Then we now go on to the types of technical charts. We have got technical charts, guys. I guess we have described that before. We have got line charts, we have got bar charts, we have got candlestick charts. But in this course here, we're going to be dealing with candlestick charts, which is the one that we actually use. So don't look at the bar charts, don't look at the line charts. You're actually going to cover candlestick charts. Candlesticks are simply a simple way of communicating about how price is moving. So these are classified into two categories. We have bullish candlesticks and we've got bearish candlesticks. So for the bearish candlesticks, they actually participate in a downtrend when the market is moving downwards and the bears are pushing the market. And we've got the bullish candlesticks. The bullish candlesticks are usually highlighted in the green color and they represent the upward direction when the bulls are in power. So we've got the red candlesticks for the bears and we've got the green candlesticks for the bulls by default. You can actually customize those colors to suit your favorite colors, but actually they're green and red by default. By simply looking at the candlestick, it is going to show you where price is opened and the lowest level reached by price, also the highest level reached by price, and where price is closed. Therefore, we have parts of the candlesticks, and we are going to name them like the body of the candlestick. We have got the body of the candlestick, and we've got the wicks. So let's go into this in detail. So guys, you don't have to memorize this information, but they are just basics that you should know before we jump into technical analysis. Let's get into the bullish candlestick. This is the one that shows that the market is in an uptrend. And we have described before that it is usually represented with a green color. And there it goes. Where the market closes, where the market opens, and how it shows the highest level reached by price and the lowest level reached by price. And for the bearish candlestick, which is the second one, it is actually vice versa. The bearish candlestick is actually going to represent the market that is in a downtrend, the market that is going downwards. And it is usually represented by the red color, and there it goes. It shows where the market is opened, where the market is closed, the highest level reached by price, and there also the lowest level reached by price. And this is how we classify this candlestick. Now that you have actually seen that the candlestick chart is more appealing, it is more visually appealing, which is the reason that we prefer it to the other types of chart patterns. So in this video, guys, we're covering the foundational knowledge that every trader needs to know before we get into market movement. In our upcoming video, the next video, we are going to be jumping into market movement and getting into real trade. Before we end this video, we want to look at the advantages of using candlestick charts. As we said in our course, you are going to be using the candlestick charts as they are actually the best as compared to the line charts and the bar charts. So let's get into the advantages of the candlestick charts. In this video, we have covered the basic knowledge that every trader needs to know before we get into market movement. So in the next upcoming video, we're going to be getting into market movement. Don't miss this video, guys. It is actually going to be the best, as you're going to be jumping into real trade and analyzing the forex markets. Thank you, guys. It's your guy, the Supreme Trader. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and also drop the likes, comments, and shares.